Hey everybody, today I'm going to reduce the population here in my native tank, and I was going to just go ahead and grab my net and start getting in there and dipping them out, but I recently joked about coming down here and going fishing in my native tank and seeing if I can catch some of these creek chubs, because these are actually bigger than some of the ones I catch when I go out to the little stream across the street. So we're going to do it. Today I brought my little fishing rod downstairs, my little Berkeley cherry wood. I've got my little jig head that I use when I go out to the stream, and we are going to drop it right here in the tank and see if we can't catch a couple of creek chubs or some of these minnows. Now I do have a bucket right here. They're going to come out of the tank and go right into the bucket. My chief concern is that they will flop off the hook and land on the floor or something like that. I don't think I'm going to have any problem getting them to bite this little lure, so this should be pretty interesting. Let's see what happens. So, fishing in my basement. I don't really think I need to cast. I can probably just drop it in there. I'm really surprised. I just thought they would have gone straight after that. I wonder if I throw some other food in there with it and get them really excited. That is really interesting. I thought they would just destroy that. Let me throw some floating pellets in there and get them going after some food. They're suspicious now. They know something's up. Alright, let's try some wafers. That will actually get down into the water column. Let's see if we can't get them feeding that way. Well, it was worth a try. I'm really surprised. I've got to say, I thought the moment this hit the water, they would go after it. These are some smart fish. They know that that is not real. They're just not going after it. Well, I didn't catch anything, but I would still call this an interesting I'm sure if I put a little live worm on there, then this would not be a problem at all, but that always feels like cheating to me, so we're not going to do that. I really wanted to see if I could actually catch a fish in here. And I apparently cannot. Alright everybody, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that little non-effective fishing expedition, but now we know. So stay tuned. I will be getting in here and getting some of the fish out. You know what, let's just go ahead and get my net since we got everything set up and the camera's rolling. Just bear with me for a moment, I'll be right back. Alright, so this is going to be a little less fun, but I use both my big square net and then of course I use my bait net here when I'm trying to catch some of these larger fish. So let's see how well this works out. It's usually not difficult because they're so big they don't really have anywhere to go. You just kind of get them in the net. Let's get one of the larger creek chubs out. Sometimes you got to use two nets. I've also decided that I think getting this really large chub out of here is probably going to be to my benefit as well. As much as I like him, we've got other chubs in here that we can watch grow out. So we don't have to watch this one necessarily. Alright, let's do this a different way. I can just about grab him with my hand. There we go. So you've all seen my little fishing trips across the street. You ever seen me catch a chub like that? I knew that was going to happen. Right into the camera too. Alright, we got him. Everything's good. Alright, enough messing around. Let's actually catch some of these guys. Alright, that's one of the shiners. That's two of the shiners. See, we've got two shiners, a couple of creek chubs, and a few more down at this end. I think that will work for now as far as what we're going to pull out of there. So let's have a look at what we've got in the bucket now. I got this facing forward on the camera, so I'm not sure what we're looking at. Are we looking down in the bucket yet? I'm not sure if we're looking in the bucket directly or not, because I've got the camera facing away from me. So that's what we're pulling out of there. It looks like we've got two big chubs and three of the shiners. And boy, you can see one of them's got himself wedged under there hiding. So we'll get in here a little later and we'll pull some more of this stuff out of here. We'll just call this round one, and maybe when we're out at the stream today, we'll see if we can't catch a couple of sunfish or something like that and bring them back home. So we'll see where we go from here. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed my semi-successful fishing trip down here in my basement. Thanks again for watching. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you real soon in the next one. All right, everybody. I couldn't just leave it there. I decided after we went through all that together, we may as well get the release on video as well. It's not going to be anything overly dramatic, and in fact the drive down the street is going to take a lot longer than the actual releasing of the fish. I hadn't really thought much about it. I normally just come right down. You can hear the fish jumping around in here. I normally just come right down the street. There's a little culvert that we're driving over top of right now, where the stream goes underneath the street. You can see it off there to our right now. And I usually just dump the fish right there, just because I can pull up right next to it and get out of the truck, dump the bucket, get back in and drive back home, and it's no big deal. But the water there is fairly shallow. I'm sure it's plenty deep enough for creek chubs and stuff to swim around in. But these fish are a little bigger than I normally am releasing back into the stream, so it just feels I don't know, I just feel like I should be putting them in a little bit deeper pool of water than just the running stream. So we're going to come down here to where I normally throw my minnow trap out in the summer, and it's a deep, you know, washout. It's 4 feet deep probably in the middle here. So we're going to go ahead and get them released there. So give me a moment, let me get turned around and parked, and then I'll see you all at the water for the big dumping of the fish, because that's all we're going to do is just dump them over the rail. I'm not going to go through any, you know, acclimating period or anything like that. They're just getting poured out into the stream, and then I'm driving back home. So give me a moment, I'll see you by the water. All right, it is a dreary day today. It's not chilly, but it's been sprinkling rain off and on. So I don't know if we're actually going to get out and do much in the way of fishing at all today. But there they are. It really is amazing how big these little shiners get. I bought these a couple years ago as jumbo shiners for 50 cents a piece at the bait store. And then of course the creek chubs I caught right here in my trap, my minnow trap. And so the chubs are just going back where they came from. And the shiners are out in open water probably for the first time in their lives. So there you go, everybody. If we do go fishing today, it won't be here. We'll be going somewhere out where we can catch something a little bit larger. Maybe we'll catch some sunfish or something today, some bluegills or something, bring them home. We'll see. All right, everybody. Once again, I'm going to say thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed. I'll see you real soon in the next one.